Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. It's Monday, May the 10th, 2021, 9:08 in the morning. And I'm driving to work. Yeah! Today's video will be about how to negotiate with a film company, TV company, whatever you want to call them, media production, that wants to include you and your story in their TV episode. Listen closely, boys and girls. I have been on over 15 TV shows since my family's initial encounter on July 1st, 2000. When that happened, the news shot around the world, and all of a sudden, all these different media companies wanted to include my family and our story in their productions. So, I learned early on that they provide you with a contract that they just expect you to sign. They don't even expect you to read it. They just want your John Hancock so they can cover their arse in case they decide to hack you to pieces in their production and make a fool out of you and your story. So I was fortunate to have someone many moons ago tell me, Matt, don't just sign the contract, read it. And if there's anything you don't like, cross it out. Write something in that you want on the contract and initial it. And if they put up a fuss and refuse to initial it as well, to agree to the change in the contract, then don't shoot the film. Don't do the TV production. Okay, so I did that. And at first I got a response like, we don't normally do that. And then I would respond, well, then you're not including me and my family in your TV production. And so they gave in and agreed. Now, normally what I would do is say that the story has to be represented in the way that it's told and not used to tell a story they want to tell. Also, that they're not allowed to say anything disparaging or put myself down or my coworkers or my family members or my associates out there in the field, that they're going to handle this production, our story, respectfully, etc., etc., etc. And so they would agree. Well, lately, it's 2021 now, and this lately probably started about, 2 years ago. Some of you out there, actually a lot of you out there over the last couple of years have sent me PMs or made posts on Facebook that you have seen myself and Cynthia on the TV production Fear in the Woods. Great job, Matt and Cynthia, way to go, that was awesome. The only problem was, that's not what we were told they were going to shoot. Deception, deceit, twisting things around, switch and bait. So, the reason why that happened was because yours truly got lazy. I got lazy. I didn't really read the contract. I just listened to what they said over the phone and said, okay, sure. And Cynthia and I signed, and they shot the film. Now, what they told us and what I was trusting was it was going to be about my family's story. But more importantly, it was going to be about our recent research and what we've learned about the Bigfoot Forest people, aka the Janu. The Exodus with Mike Kincaid, Steve Bachman, all that stuff, including the Council of 12 and Zorth, and yours truly here being number 13, the spokesman for the Janu. And they were like, yeah, we're going to include all that. No, they didn't. None of that was in the contract. They told me over the phone they'd do it. They said over the phone they'd do it. But they didn't do it. No. They lied. They deceived. They pulled the wool over my eyes. So, when Cynthia and I watched the TV production, our jaws dropped. Like, that is not what they said. That is not what they agreed that they were going to do. And they took our interview and turned it into a terrifying near-death experience with Bigfoot. Ah! And that's not what it was. That is not what it was. And that was just going to be a little itty-bitty part of what the production was going to be about. It was going to be, yay, we're finally updating people on who the Bigfoot Force people really are. But no. Now, some of you watching this video don't give a rat's arse about what I'm sharing with you. Because some of you are like, I get to be on TV, Dr. J. I don't care what they do with it. I get to be on TV. Yeah, I'll do anything to be on TV. No, let's have a little bit more integrity than that. Let's have a little bit more self-respect than that. I get to be on TV. No, that's not what it's about. It's about conveying the truth of a story. Well, recently, as in this past month, I was contacted by another well-known TV production related to Bigfoot, trying to ascertain the presence of Bigfoot, via trying to find him or conducting expeditions. You figure that one out. Anyway, they had a really nice young lady, and I sincerely mean that, nice young lady, and pretty much told her, just tell them that we just are collecting stories, and you can't tell who it's for, although it's in her email address, right? Got her name at, and then the TV production company is there, and you look up the TV production company online, and you see that they're only, out of all the different TV programs they film, there's only one, Bigfoot program that they film, and you'd have to be like almost dead not to get that, who they're filming it for, but they don't want to tell you who they're filming it for. And tell them that we're just collecting stories about people's experiences. And that's all we can tell them. And I'm like, no, I've done 15 plus TV shows in the past. I know how this gig works. And that's not how it works. And the last time I did that with another crew, they totally distorted the story and lied about what they were going to do with what they filmed. Now, granted, I appreciate the accolades, the attaboys, the great job, Matt and Cynthia, for Fear in the Woods. Thank you. But that's not why we shot that, and that's not what we told the final production was going to be. So anyway, back to this recent inquiry of wanting my testimonial for a program that they can't tell me about, for a purpose that they can't tell me about. But I get to be on TV. She even nicely said, we're giving you a platform. And I'm like, what, a platform to hang myself? What kind of platform are you giving me? You're not willing to tell me who you're shooting it for, although I know. You're not willing to tell me how you're going to use it, although I have a pretty good idea. And I'm not going to go there in this video, but let's just say it might help subsidize this TV's desire to tie in an area that was hijacked from me, and subsequent filming that they did up there with some paranormal results. So they could use my testimonial to back up their story, rather than use their subsequent filming of paranormal phenomenon in my research area that I was led to, that I found, that I worked for years, and backing me up in my research. They want to use me deceitfully to back up their paranormal filming as if they found it, as if they stumbled onto paranormal phenomenon in my old research area. But I'm not going to say anything about that because you didn't hear what I just said. So anyway, boys and girls, every once in a while, some of you might win the lottery. Ding, 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 ding. Yay! They want me on their TV show. Don't just do it. Use your head. Read the contract. See what it says. Make sure that they're telling you why they're filming, who's filming, and what they're going to do with it, and make sure it's all spelled out and signed and initialed. Don't just go, I get to be on TV, so I'll do whatever they want. I'll prostitute myself. I'll let them totally destroy my story and misrepresent it just so I can be on TV. Don't do that. Don't do that. Have more self-respect, more integrity than that. Don't do that. So, anyway, I'm just trying to help you out because the last one here in the woods, I got lazy, and I'm not going to be lazy again. So if anyone calls you up and says, we want to film your story, but we're not going to tell who's filming it, we're not going to tell you what it's for, just don't go there. They're either going to be on the up and up like adults, and they're going to negotiate the contract like adults, and they're going to have integrity and honesty, or they can stick that film project up there and go find some other sucker. This is Dr. J. Have a good day.